What's up, gamers? Welcome to another episode of Let's Play, the show that lets you experience a game as if you were playing it for the first time, completely unfiltered. Today's game that we're going to be looking at is Scarlet Nexus by Bandai Namco. Now, Bandai Namco are no strangers to making great action RPGs. They are known for the Tales of series, games like Code Vein, Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, so they have been doing this for a while. They have a good understanding of how to create these action RPGs that can be anywhere from scripted to more open world. So let's get the elephant out of the room. What are some of the things you're going to experience here? Well, they don't deviate too far from the standard RPG fare. Coming of age story? Check. Youthful team of rogue teenagers that are against the system and trying to save the world? Check. Unknown evil that continues to unravel itself through the story? Check. Upgrades? Check. Leveling system? Check. And of course, your uninspiring fodder of monsters? Well, check. But now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's talk about some of the really good stuff that's in the game. Something that they have done before in other games. Well, you have the choice between your female protagonists and your male protagonists that have somewhat different storylines. I decided to pick the male protagonist for this run of the game. No other reason than I just kind of flipped the coin in my head and said, let's see who we're going to start with. What I will say, though, is they both seem very well developed, and you'll see what I mean because you're going to interact with this female protagonist throughout the game later. And remember, what Bandai Namco does well is tell a story. And so there is nothing missing from a story development perspective in this game. And I'm actually going to stay quiet for a minute, so just enjoy a little bit of the beginning so you get an understanding of what's going on.
This will hurt much more than it did in training. Be strong.
Systems all green. Beginning SAS cable connection.
Is this for real?
So this is what SAS feels like.
Good. Seems like you're okay. This aptitude test will determine your platoon assignment. Do your best.
Yes, sir.
Yuito Sumeragi. Identity confirmed. The other suppression force aptitude test will now begin.
So as you can see already in the beginning, they're alluding to Yuito being a badass, right? Everybody else kind of passed out during that segment, and he took it right on the chin and was able to move forward. And so immediately you're kind of thrown into the standard tutorial mode, right? This is how most of these games start, teaching you how to play. But right away you notice the art style is, while not unique, something that I enjoy right away. It's a little darker, right? The environments are not as colorful as what you're probably used to in these fantasy RPGs. This is a little more urban, a little more dystopian, right? And so you get to experience something that usually Namco Bandai kind of moves away from, right? They're usually more fantasy oriented, but you see games like Code Vein, right, which are a little darker in atmosphere and provide a segue into something that's I would say a little more mysterious in my own opinion. Now, right from the gate, what I'm going to say is that the fighting is amazing. It feels really good. It feels very reminiscent of games like Bayonetta, where it's just frantic and fast and furious, but you don't feel cheated. The camera does a decent job, I would say, of keeping locked on its targets and not swerving you around too much, even though there's a lot of action going on. Again, back to the fodder of enemies. While they might not seem too inspiring, they just seem like rehashes of things we've seen before. Later on in the game, you'll see what I'm talking about. As you start your missions, you fight these weird flower pot monsters with high heels, and as you can see, you got these stiletto monsters here. Like, they're just an oddball mix of things where they're trying to make them eccentric and weird and just bizarre, right? But that's why we play these games, right? We don't want to play something where things seem normal. We want to play something where we want to be surprised and shocked. The more unexpected, the better, right? And that's what we're trying to do here in this game, at least. Now, I will tell you, all the characters so far seem likable. I like the way the story gets developed from the beginning. I like the action sequences. I enjoy the unraveling and unfolding of what's to come, and you could see, yeah, some of the things seem very familiar to your standard RPGs, but this art style, the monsters, the way they've created this world, it's new and different, and at the same time something that's known, and you aren't going to feel like a stranger. You're going to feel quickly connected to these characters and quickly become familiar to how to play. The fighting style is something that in Tales has gotten better over the years, right? And you know, this definitely lifts some of that, and I think it does it in a much better way. It feels a lot more fluid. It feels concise. I didn't feel like I was cheated at any point in time when I missed or when I didn't hit an enemy. And the powers are just fun. You know, you do feel, like I said, even from the beginning, you feel like this badass that's kind of just ready to grow into his role and ready to grow into his powers. And it's just a fun game. Even the tutorial, I mean, tutorials are generally boring. If you saw my last Let's Play on Dark Alliance, the tutorial was something I did not enjoy. It felt clumsy, it felt like a waste of time, it felt forced. I felt that the tutorial in this game was way better. And Scarlet Nexus was one of those games that I had been anticipating for a while. Being a big fan of Tales of Berseria, I was looking for that darker story, and I like where it's going so far. I think you're going to enjoy it too. And now, even though it's an action RPG, I do have to bring it up again because the last game that I recall feeling this fluid and just good when you're fighting was Bayonetta, and it's definitely a nod to Bayonetta in some of the fighting style, and you'll see what I mean. I don't want to spoil it for you, but as you start learning how to play the game, as you start unlocking moves and leveling up, you will get an understanding of how there are definitely nods here. You know, I think the one thing that I enjoyed a lot, though, is the psychokinesis for this character. Now, you're going to learn later on in the storyline, without ruining too much, that, you know, each character has their own specific set of powers. It's one of the rules. You know, there's a little foreshadowing there with some of these things, but I won't ruin anything for you. I'll let you experience that for yourself. Now look, I'll be the first one to say, does the game borrow from a lot of elements of other successful games out there? Absolutely. Does it build on them? Yes, I do feel that it takes the time to not just do a copy and paste, but to try to take something that was successful in another franchise, even franchises outside of Bandai Namco, and try to do something where they feel different, where you feel like you're experiencing something that's new. And so the game is definitely worth it. Just your mileage may vary depending on how much you love these type of RPGs, right? This does take time. You're going to dedicate definitely a lot of time to this game if you're a perfectionist and you want a completionist, especially with the ability to play both characters, right? So you're probably gonna beat this game and then go back and play as the other protagonist, depending on which one you chose. And so it's just one of those things where it is a time investment, but it's enjoyable. And I will say, you know, a lot of the other Tales games, I definitely took some time to warm up to. It was a little bit of a slog in the beginning, and I was like, oh god, when are we gonna start to get the ball rolling? With the exception of Tales of Berseria, like I said, the others did feel like it took a while before we kind of got things rolling, and I was really ingrained into the characters and actually cared about what was going to happen to them. Now, this is one of those games that from the beginning, it just feels good. You enjoy it. You start loving the characters right away. At least I did. I don't know about everyone else, but I think from watching here, you'll see if you're a big fan of anime and RPGs and you like the Tales series, you like your action like Bayonetta, those type of things, you're going to definitely enjoy this game and really like it. And if you've been a fan of Bandai Namco games for a while, you know what you're getting into. And if you haven't, well, this is a great start to appreciate these type of games that they make, and hopefully even look at the expanded library of games that they've made in this type of space. Well,
Didn't I tell you?
I'm that Game Dragon. I hope you enjoyed my first impressions of this game. Please hit the like button, subscribe, smack that notification so you know when the next Let's Play is released and all our other great content. And for the rest, like we always do in Let's Play, I am going to shut up and just let you enjoy the game as if you were playing it for the first time.
You can't bear
See you
such a
soon.
big burden like that. People have limits. We're OSF, so we fight others. Let's do our best at the job we've been given for now.
Yeah, you're right. I guess I was just being a little anxious. First, I have to become a real member of the OSF. Thanks.
Your gratitude is greatly appreciated, Mr. Yuito. So you're going to report to Sumeragi Tomb later? I hate telling the ancestors every little thing. So annoying.
Well, it's not just that. The Sumeragi Tomb is collaborating with Baki right now.
What? Sumeragi Tomb is your family grave. I know it's a tourist spot, but they do things like that?
I heard it's happening more and more. It's something my father decided on. Oh, right. I have to send a message to my dad and brother.
Your father won't reply anyway. I know he didn't want you to join the OSF, but man, that's cold. He's always smiling when he's at the council. It's like he's not even two-faced, but three-faced.
I mean, he's a politician after all. Anyways, I only send him simple messages. Oh, there's already a reply from my brother.
What does it say?
Good work. You pushed through.
A direct compliment from Chief Sumeragi. You're guaranteed a promotion.
You're making fun of me. My brother's not going to coddle me just because he's the chief of the OSF.
Okay, sorry.
Sure you are. If you're really sorry, you'll give me the keychain from the fortune you get from Baki.
All right, I got it. I'll pull a fortune and give you my keychain. Then you have to help me pick up the ladies. I have a better chance when you're with me.
What? That's just me doing extra work for you.
You really do like Baki, though. He kind of makes me feel nice. Like a stuffed animal I had when I was a kid. When you were a kid? Has Baki been around that long? hasn't he? I can just feel his cuteness in my DNA.
There are a lot of people paying their respects.
Huh, those two girls over there were cute.
What? Really? I didn't see them.
I can't believe your family grave is a tourist spot. You sure are an elite.
My dad and brother are, but I'm not.
It's like one of those grand families. Your father is the chairman, and your brother is chief of the OSF. Plus, you're descended from Yakumo Sumeragi, our founding father. He's the hero who saved humanity from the spring of extinction. I wonder what he looked like. Maybe he looked like you. He is your ancestor.
He's my ancestor, but that was 2,000 years ago. I certainly don't feel like his descendant. The only record of him is in that mask. Even if they say he's my ancestor, how could I be sure?
Ah, I get it. He does look like the villain in a horror movie. His face was injured in the spring of extinction, right? Oh, crap. Your dad would get mad at me for saying that about our country's forefather.
It's no big deal.
But you are. The Sumeragi house is known for having lots of authority. Your dad got mad when you said you didn't want to be a politician or a bureaucrat.
Enough about my family. Let's go get a fortune from Baki.
You're not going to pray to your ancestors? Okay, let's get going then.
Okay, got it. Let's look at the same time.
Roger. These are the fortunes that will decide our fate in the OSF.
Ready? Go! Very bad luck.
Me too. This is a bad sign. Oh, I'm dying. Let's go to a cafe or something after we tie these off.
Yeah, we already got Baki's keychain. Why don't we head to Vision Town?
others?
An other alert? But today's forecast said the threat level here was 0.
What? Others? What are they doing in the city?
All units, double time! Go up the second way through! Fire!
A transfer warning.
They're deploying the Scarlet Guardians. Septentrion Karin and Fubuki.
Septentrion, Karin, Travers, and Fubuki Spring!
Karin Regiment, Fubuki Regiment, Plan A, roll out.
Civilians, head to the shelter.
Wow.
Hey, Yuito, we have to get to the shelter too. We're not real soldiers yet.
Yeah.
Defeated with one blow. Septentrion First Class, Brain Eater Major General Karin Travers is amazing!
Whoa! Hypervelocity evasion into an electric blast? Karin Travers is the only one who can use that many powers. He's so cool.
Doesn't he have the ability to copy other people's powers?
Yeah, that's why he can use all those powers. It's basically cheating.
The other is fighting back, but Major General Travers is unfazed. Major General Spring freezes the other without hesitation.
Whoa, an other like that is nothing against a Septentrion class.
Mommy?
Look out!
Hey, are you serious? We're not real soldiers yet.
We're the only ones here with the powers necessary to fight the others.
We can't. If the instructors find out.
We can't just watch people die. I'm going. You call for backup.
I don't want to go alone. I'll go with you.
Thanks.
Don't look so happy. It's not like I want to go.
You're the best.
What, you think I don't know that? I'll take the right, you take the left.
Got it.
Nug, you okay? The attacks are working. Maybe I can win. You better win.
Let's keep this up. We did it! It's not safe here. Get to a shelter.
Yes, sir.
Be careful.
There are more others. Can you keep fighting?
Sure, why not? I'll take them on.
Okay, let's go.
Was that the last of them?
Nagi! Damn it! Now die!
That's odd. You a civilian?
Huh? It's her.
You have to live, no matter what.
You're OSF?
Oh, no, I'm a cadet.
I see. Either way, our goal is the same.
What do you mean, goal?
Are you an idiot?
Huh?
Shh. Something's coming.
Huh? What's coming?
Here we go.
Huh? Okay.
You're OSF too. You can use brain talk.
Do you see what's happening? Let's talk after we take out the others.
Not yet! I can still fight. Close. Let's regroup now. At this rate, sorry, everyone.
You're OSF too. You can use brain talk.
Do you see what's happening? Let's talk after we take out the others.
Let's regroup now. Here we go. Come on. Good work. That should take care of all the other readings around here.
Yes.
Kasane, I saved that boy.
Nagi, you're okay.
Yeah, Naomi saved me. Man, I must look like an idiot.
I'm just glad you're not hurt.
Thanks, sis.
Oh, you two are sisters?
Yeah, they're both OSF cadets like us. Let me introduce myself. I'm Nagi Carmen. This is Yuito Sumeragi.
I'm Naomi. Naomi Randall. This is my younger sister.
Kasane Randall.
So it was you making all that trouble.
The Scarlet Guardians have eradicated the others!
Huh?
You saved Ryujin Ward in that amazing victory over the others.
What? Well...
What is this? A victory interview?
It is. How do you feel?
Alrighty, that's enough filming for today.
Oh, Captain RNG Spring. Just who are these rookies?
What?
Nagi? Huh? Where is everyone? Huh?
We should be able to talk here.
What's going on?
I'm Luca Travers. You're Septentrion 6th Class Luca Travers? It's embarrassing when you put it that way, but yes, that's correct. Are you all cadets? Please open your personal ports so I can confirm your identities. No objections? Thank you. So all 4 of you are OSF cadets. Cadets aren't allowed to fight others.
I'm sorry.
Isn't OSF responsible for allowing others to enter the local airspace and putting civilians in danger?
Kasane! You shouldn't say something like that.
Those are some harsh words. But you're right, Cadet Kasane Randall. I'm sure you all have something to say. But first, report to OSF headquarters. Keep away from the press. Got it?
Understood.
What's that? Oh, casualties from the battle. 2 OSF troopers on guard duty were killed. I think it's censored, but it's best not to look too close. Huh? Why?
Because others eat human brains.
Yes. Looking at headless bodies can have negative lasting effects on your mental health. Oh, I just imagined it. They should teleport or report them out. It's too far to the morgue and powers aren't omnipotent. We have time, so let's talk a little. I'm sure you know, but one person can only use one type of power. But each kind of power has peculiarities and aptitude. Just as there are types of powers, each person has strengths and weaknesses. To use them in combat, we must rely on devices to lessen the stress on the brain. That's why things that can be accomplished without powers, or things with low priority, are done manually. Right, sorry. Now then, I'll be going.
That'd be us if we didn't get the others first.
I wouldn't let that happen. We're all 567th class, right? We'll stick together and become great fighters.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'll protect you, sis. Let's go.
Oh, goodbye, Yuito. Nagi.
That girl, Kasane Randall. She looks surprisingly like... her. Those two. From the registration numbers, they're in the same class. Are they twins?
She's so cute.
Huh?
Naomi, she's so my type. Kasane is pretty too, but she's a little scary. Naomi is like her opposite, shy and kind. She kept glancing at me and blushing. Man, this might finally be my big chance.
You're as simple as always. Whatever. Let's hurry to headquarters.
What do you mean, whatever? You should be supportive when your best friend is in love.
Yeah. Tell me all about it later. Let's go.
Alright folks, well there's your first look at Scarlet Nexus by Bandai Namco. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it pushes you to want to pick up the game. It's a great game in my opinion. I think you're really going to enjoy it. And we'll see you next time. Please remember to subscribe, hit the notifications bell, and put your comments below. Are you interested? Are you going to pick it up? Let us know.